We are in the third video of animal tissues, and in this particular video we are going to talk about connective tissue. Now, as the name suggests, connective tissue is the one that connects different organs in the body. Okay, then just like I told you that the unique feature of epithelial tissue is presence of cells resting on basement membrane. The unique feature of connective tissue is presence of matrix. So see, cells remain embedded into the matrix. So cells plus matrix becomes your connective tissue. Different types of cells you can see in the connective tissue. Let me use pointer. See, this is first cell. Okay, this is second cell, this is third cell, fourth one, fifth one. Okay, and these all cells are embedded into the matrix, non-cellular matrix. Okay, see, this is all matrix, and this matrix is made up of various substances. Okay, and in between the cells large intercellular spaces are there. Okay, so this is the unique feature of connective tissue. Connective tissue is equal to cells with large intercellular spaces embedded into the matrix. Okay, and the main functions of connective tissue are binding. They are going to bind or connect the different organs in the body. They are going to provide support to the body, and some connective tissues are going to act as packaging tissues. So main functions of connective tissue are binding, supporting and packaging. Now, I told you that matrix plays very important role in the connective tissue. Okay, now depending upon the matrix, the connective tissue can be classified as loose connective tissue, dense connective tissue or fibrous connective tissue. Number 3, skeletal connective tissue and fluid connective tissue. Now, if you look at the terms, you will be able to understand the meaning or the nature of matrix over here. In case of loose connective tissue, the matrix is loosely arranged. Whereas in case of dense or fibrous connective tissue, the matrix is made up of fibers and it is dense in its appearance. In case of skeletal connective tissue, the matrix is hard. We know that bones are going to form skeleton of the body, and bones are hard and brittle and rigid. So that is because of hard matrix of bones. Okay, and when the matrix of the connective tissue is liquid or fluid in nature, then it is fluid connective tissue. So each of the type has its own subtypes or examples, we can say. For example, loose connective tissue is divided as, it is classified as an areolar tissue and adipose tissue. Fibrous connective tissues are tendons and ligaments. Skeletal connective tissue have two examples, bone and cartilage, and fluid connective tissue is again of two types, blood and lymph. So we would discuss each of them in detail now. Okay, so now we are going to talk about the areolar and adipose tissue. Now you can see the first picture on your screen. See, areolar connective tissue shows presence of many types of cells. Can you see here? The tissue shows presence of different types of cells. Okay, macrophages are there, mast cells are there, okay, fibroblasts are there, and these all cells are present away from each other. That means they are going to show presence of large intercellular spaces, and those spaces are known as areolae. That's why the name is given to the tissue. This areolar tissue is because of presence of areolae, and areolae are nothing but the large intercellular spaces. Now, along with the different types of cells, the matrix shows presence of more number of fibers. Many fibers you will find, and these fibers are of two types, elastin fibers or yellow fibers, okay, and white fibers or collagen fibers. Okay, now elastin fibers or yellow fibers are elastic in nature. So wherever you have flexibility in your body, so it would be because of presence of elastin fibers or yellow fibers in most of the places. Okay, and white fibers or collagen fibers are tough fibers. They are very strong, but they are not elastic or flexible in nature. Okay, areolar tissue is going to show the presence of both the types of fibers. Okay, then this tissue is going to act as a supporting and packaging tissue. It is going to support your body and package the gaps between the organs lying in the body cavity. Then it is going to fix the skin with underlying muscles. It is going to help in the repairing of nearby tissues after injury. See, it has important types of WBCs in it, macrophages and mast cells. So the tissue is going to play crucial role in the repairing process when any of the other tissue is injured. Okay, and then it is also present around the blood vessels and nerves. So basically it is supporting and packaging tissue of the body. Now let us talk about the adipose tissue. As you can see here, the adipose tissue shows presence of only one type of cell called adipocytes. In the areolar tissue, many types of cells were there, but in the adipose tissue only one type of cell is there, and that is adipocytes. And these adipocytes are going to store fats in the form of fat globules. So can you see these structures here? These all are the fat droplets which are known as fat globules. Okay, their main function is to store fats. Okay, they show, I mean, this particular tissue shows presence of less fibers in the matrix. See, areolar tissue has many fibers, but adipose tissue, it has less number of fibers and only white fibers you can see. Very few white fibers are there. The first function I told you is storage. Second is protection. Many of the delicate body organs are protected by fatty acid capsules. For example, our kidneys. Our kidneys are protected by fatty acid capsule. Okay, so the second function of this particular tissue is protection, and the third function is insulation. We know that fats are going to insulate our body. They are going to prevent the exchange of heat with the surrounding medium. So that insulation is possible because of adipose tissue. Now we are going to talk about tendons and ligaments. Okay, so basically, see, ligament is the structure which is going to join two or more bones together. You have a knee joint, you have an elbow joint, and many other joints you have. So basically in those joints, the two adjacent bones are connected by an elastic structure which is known as ligament, and because you are able to move your hand with the help of joint because of presence of these ligaments. These are elastic in nature. Okay, the elasticity of the ligament is because of presence of yellow fibers or elastin fibers. This you have to remember. Then ligaments are elastic and comparatively flexible. Okay, so most of the joints in your body, they are going to show presence of ligaments which are rich in yellow fibers. Though white fibers are there, but the number is not more as compared to yellow fibers. Okay, then come to another structure called tendon. Now in our body, the muscles are attached with the bones. So the structure which is going to attach bone with the muscle is known as tendon. Okay, this is tendon. So the tendon consists of white connective tissue. It shows presence of white fibers or collagen fibers. Okay, and then it is strong and it is not flexible, much flexible as compared to the ligaments. So yes, here we finish tendons and ligaments, and therefore we finish our video number 3.